Welcome to Global Noon. I'm Duane Lowe, and we have a great show lined up for you today. Later in the show, I'll talk to a musician who's been described as a cross between Neil Young and Jimmy Page. After years with Thrush Hermit, indie artist Joel Plaskett and his emergency band are still making waves with their debut CD more than a year after its release. And Nelson Hansen and Tom Bedell are here with the buzz. And heads up on your chance to win double tickets to see none other than the outrageous George Carlin in Halifax next week. We'll tell you more on the buzz. Sitting with me right now is Andrew Jacobs and Frank Brown from New Brunswick and the rock group RAANT.
Oh, good morning, Duane.
Great name.
Morning. Well, thank you. We get lots of questions usually on the name.
Well, I want to thank you for making the trip all the way from, is it St. Andrews or St. Stephen?
A little both. I'm from St. Stephen originally, and both.
I'm from St. Andrews, and Chris is from St. Andrews, too.
Okay, and they're so close. Anyway.
Yeah, 20 kilometers.
There
20
you
kilometers.
go.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your debut CD. It's called No Boundaries.
No Borders.
Or No Borders,
No
rather.
Borders.
Okay.
Yep.
And No Borders with reason.
There's a lot of reasons behind that. Originally, we didn't have a name for the record, so we decided put the names in the hat, come up with ideas, anything we could. And Frankie said, well, we have no borders to our music. We we're a rock and roll band, and we'll just do what we feel. And that stuck in my mind. And the photo from the album cover is taken on the St. Croix River between St. Andrews, or St. Stephen, New Brunswick, and Calais, Maine.
Right.
So
they're really close, aren't they?
Yeah, well, we had the photo cropped a bit to bring the land down, so it's pretty true to the original, though.
Right.
So that kind of ties in.
This was a year and a half in the making.
That's 1st of October. We started recording. We had it mastered in mid-April, and it should be here tomorrow. Fingers crossed. We'll have it.
Right. Well, we got a little surprised yesterday when this arrived at the station because
it was nice.
It was all together, and then we looked in, and lo and behold, there was a plastic disc in there, blank plastic disc.
Yeah.
You were disappointed.
Yes, Frankie. Like Frankie said, that disc is a bit thin there, so we won't worry about that one yet because that's redone. So we'll have everything for sale in the next week.
They'll be here really soon.
Well, it's so exciting though to see them all packaged in together.
Yeah,
For this
It's been a long time.
Wow.
It's been a lifetime dream for Frankie. A lot of the music on there is his, and we're just super proud of the record. We're a rock and roll band. We like to play guitar rock.
It's definitely rock, without a doubt. Now, the three of you, there's just two of you right now, but we'll meet Chris a little later on. And actually, you're going to perform for us in the next segment, so we'll meet Chris then, but we'll talk to him after you perform. But you've been together 2 years in February.
Yeah, on and off. It'll be 2 years. About 2 years this February.
We had some personnel changes as that's happened.
We go through drummers like you wouldn't believe.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, we
Why
hired
is that?
I don't know. It's a spinal tap syndrome. It seems it happens. I don't know. We're not doing anything to promote it, but it happens. We hired Chad Linton for the record. He's from a band in St. Stephen called Burner. Fantastic drummer. The percussion is really heavy. He used top-notch technology on it, like D-drum technology. Super proud of the record. We're just beaming every time we talk about it.
Well, there's some good tunes in here, although I know you were surprised by my favorite, Frank, you in particular.
I couldn't believe you picked Binger. I couldn't believe it.
A lot of your tunes have a message to them, and Binger has a message.
Well, it does. I like to comment on the shape that the world's in when I write, you know, and Binger is just a comment on that, what's going on out there in the cities and stuff.
But particularly small towns.
Small towns as well, but I think the problems are universal throughout the country and the United States as well. You know, this drugs and homelessness and people are really hurting it.
Yeah.
Oh, we're getting serious now.
Don't want to get too serious. No.
We're getting serious.
No.
Now, Frank, well, first of all, Andrew, you were with the Trevor Hall band for a while, weren't you?
Yeah, for 2 years.
And under that band, you opened up for Big Sugar, and Matt Minglewood,
April Wine, Bachman Turner Overdriver, Randy Bachman. It was his opening. My most enjoyable was opening for Big Sugar on their Hemi Vision tour. That was spectacular. They were just fantastic, sitting backstage, just being so close and feeling the music, and it was the first time I got to see them. It was just fantastic. So.
I have to talk about the Trevor Hall band because the story behind the name is just funny. And there's a doctor in southern New Brunswick who is still getting called.
Yeah, he's a vet in St. Stephen at Mayfield Veterinarian Services. His name is Trevor Hall. Trevor Hall was the name of our keyboardist Bob's roommate. Had nothing to do with him, had nothing to do with anything. We put the names in a hat, drew it, that's what we drew.
And he's still getting calls for the band.
Occasionally, I guess he still gets a phone call or not, yeah, occasionally.
Well, you know what? You're going to play for us after the break. You ready for that?
Sure.
Excellent. Can hardly wait. When we come back, we'll get a rock sample, the authentic, aggressive, homegrown music from RAANT right after the break.